Okay, for the moment I'm calling this another unstable video from an unstable mind. If you see my yesterday's video, the cows and the chaos. Now, I don't know how bored you'd be to watch my videos, but you're welcome. But I was saying about this glass house. I think the parachutist was over here. But anyway, in the back of my mind, I wanted to find out what was in here. And the weird thing is, see these houses over here? I walked out that way, and I asked these people about this laneway as I came in, and there was two people getting in a car and two older people, and I asked them briefly, is this a private area or is it open? And she said you can go. And then I was coming across this little because there's a stream there. It says in German, just at your own risk, right? But anyway, same way as you're watching this, at your own risk, in case your head gets as messed up as mine. But anyway, the cows are back over there. It's strange in your life that all these things connect. Like, I went up this way and I wasn't thinking of going there, but even when you try to get away from something, you come back to it in full circle, kind of. And I suppose it's kind of a karma. So I'm saying an unstable video because I'm walking along, but like, what's the point in walking along in this beautiful countryside and me pointing the camera at myself instead of just putting it at this nature? Like, it could be anyone. You can hear my voice anyway if you want to, but you know, we go out on these walks and we don't stop to look around. That's what I mean about these other videos on YouTube. They're just someone talking into the camera. Like, I can do that. I don't care. And just rather let you take this in. That's why I pause or lower my voice unless I have to. Like, you don't need to see my face. It's not that I'm ashamed of myself, my looks or that, and my appearance. I probably should be a little bit, but like my eyes are all puffy and stuff at the moment. I'm tired and I'm trying to get so much done. And as I said, these things, just people go out and they go on a walk in a beautiful place like this. Especially myself, I'm on a, I don't know if I call it a vacation, because and I said vacation to like holiday in Irish English and British English, and vacation in US English, I don't know, international English. Yeah, but like my two choices are I can come here every so often, have a kind of a goal in my life. Here and other places I like to go, and depends on my budget and what I really want to do. Or I can sit in a room listening to someone complain all day and not move on with their life, consume a lot of alcohol, and like a lot of alcohol could be that 2 beers when you've no money left, when you've very little money left, and it could be 2 beers, and that price of them 2 beers could be the price of enough food or that phone call you need to make. Actually, people more so or less, they don't mind. Younger people with phone plans and things, set up in a contract for, like, I'm talking about the old system where you'd have to have a couple of cents to put in a phone box, make a call. And you know what, I'm just going to take off. See this ground? Don't take off. Yeah. I just want to walk on this for a minute. Whoa. Just a second. Another unstable video, as I said. I'm walking on this. See, it's not grounding. I just want to get my circulation going. I'm in my socks. I don't have to take off my socks. Just walk on this grass a little. At least here I can walk around with soft grass, not have to worry about needle. Maybe broken glass, so I'll just a sharp stick or stone. Just want to ground myself. Some of these things sharp like this. I actually got these shoes here over a year ago. And they're very good. See, I'm not advertising, but these are make hiking shoes. I like these. I do a lot of walking, but they're not my go-to brand. But maybe it will be. I actually bought them in this town for €90 last year. And I've been doing so much walking, especially anxiety walking. They're not my own. They're the only pair of shoes I have with me. So I want to travel light. They're a very good brand if you do a lot of walking. And this is not a product placement. If it is, I'll send you the exact shop. I'm not affiliated with them. I'll send you the exact shop where I got them. Because it's a small local business here in Bayern area. And I don't want to, I just want to walk on this little bit of thing for a moment and clear my head. And maybe you want to, you see, I'm not going to babble in this video. I'm just going to let you experience what I'm experiencing now. See here, it's not so far away where I'm staying, and I could spend my room looking at a phone and time in my room looking at a phone and sorry, someone put on my shoes again. I could spend my time in the room looking at a phone and scrolling through brain rot rather than being out here. And I don't have my eco stick. If you get a description from the last video, because what I'm doing here is interconnecting stuff. Look, I didn't tie my shoelaces because look where I am. Look where I am. If I fall, I might hurt myself a little bit. I'm walking slowly though. It's going to walk my laces open. It's about not caring, because this is agitating me here a little. Walk pain. There's no real destination, but I might go back to the cows. Just let you listen to me walking about. It's all in the air. You see, you think I'm crazy, right? I'm doing this. I spin around and just don't care about anything. You see, this would be a clip for a music video. You know what I mean? Like, I could do that in effect. Like, just don't judge a book by its cover. Right? Now you can't see it really. Well, I'm working on a 7-inch screen. There's the Autobahn, and I'd like to make something, but we generally, as I said, a music video, you know, craft work, and firing off the autobahn, and it's generally just a video of someone driving along the autobahn or whatever in their dash cam. But then I'll have a GCMA takedown. I won't be monetized. Not that it's a problem, but I can't be really working on things that don't benefit me financially at the moment, because I'm broke. I'm not broke. I'll have food for the next few days. But then I'll just give all my money to the railway company to get home. Because, the bus company. So I took the cheap flight, and I don't care. I took the cheap flight, and I just wanted to, because when you live on an island, you just want to get off the island. Like I'm here in Germany now, and I just have to head south and southwest if I want to go to France or Spain and Portugal, and then I'm stuck there at the end of Gibraltar. I haven't been there. I'll start walking now. I am that type of person. I just go do things. I get a feeling and I go do them, and sometimes they hurt, but a butterfly. Sometimes these things hurt, and see, there's a bird there now. I don't want to disturb them. I'm not in a hurry. And if you're looking at this in the early upload stages, I'll devise a title. Even as I put my hand over my eyes, because the sun's kind of over here in my eyes, I'm filming this bit. It's I kind of see the reflection in my phone, but it's not on the screen. You see the things you'll be looking at and worrying about, and they're not there because they're not at this side, they're at my side, my viewpoint. Someone else's viewpoint is saying what's wrong, and you're trying to explain a situation or a difficulty in your life. Like for me, that's a bit light. There's my zoom. See, I'm not trying to focus in. See, brightness adjustment, and I can do all that on a computer, but the hazy light. See, that's working, and then the sun will go under a cloud, and that's what video editing programs are for, I suppose. See, that's where the guy was parachuting yesterday. There's a dragonfly. Now, is it a dragonfly? I'm not one of these people that studies insects. But like I said, it's an unstable video. I'm an unstable person. But what are these guys walking around and saying their political analysis from their car or peaceful countryside, and they probably have nowhere to sit down or no one to express themselves like myself. Yeah, I talk to people, but as I said in other videos, it's transactional, and there's a lack of depth. And do you notice people now, even if they're unemployed or whatever, they seem to be always on the go and running around, and a lot of it's got to do with chasing money. And honestly, what do you really need? Like, to say I'm here now, well, for the moment it's not a lifetime setup. I'm okay until next week accommodation wise, and then I fly home, and so I have a room, there's breakfast included, and so at least every morning I get my breakfast. Do you know what I mean? And sometimes that's all you need is good good night's sleep and your breakfast. But despite the peace and quiet, I'm not sleeping well because I'm contemplating going back home and contemplating that. Should I really go there? I'm not really needed or anything. I've no kids, and I have a weird problem. I take care of this dog, and it's not my dog, and I really love him, and he's in a shelter, and the woman because she has some kind of issues, without going into too much details, she doesn't pay attention, and it's probably this TikTok thing and Facebook and Instagram and stuff, and the dog gets out and runs away, and next thing there's people in a group looking for the dog, saying they found her dog. This guy on the bike. So anyway, just giving that guy a little bit of privacy. Right. Who knows how popular this video is going to get. There's the chaos now. All these people going places. They're working. I'm talking about unemployed people going nowhere, and a lot of it's to do with saving money or getting a little extra money, and if they just sat down and relaxed, they might need as much money. Do you know, a long time ago I knew this guy from work, and I was actually working in archaeology, and he said to me, when people give up drinking and smoking, there is people, this is just a lunchtime chat or whatever, so there is people that if they give up drinking and smoking and these things, they've no incentive to go working. Do you know what I mean? They have enough money. They have their room, house or whatever, and they have their room or house, and they don't need the price of the discotheque, or I'm going to put these, I'm like the police now. I'll slow you down. I just need that clip. That's what I'm doing, I'm looking for clips. When I am back in damp old Ireland, I want to pass an hour and I want to switch off, and even if it's just editing a little video or writing a blog post about something weird and maybe not so wonderful, but weird, and the weird side of YouTube. Some people will call me weird for doing this, but what's more weird than getting on a skateboard drunk and going down here and a hill at this angle on a city, in a city neighborhood. Like, there's your road coming across now. There's no houses here, but there's your road coming across. Like, what's more weird than that? And just to get attention, like, that's weird, and people admire this. And I'm back with the cows, and I still have 10 minutes because I'm trying to make a 30-minute video clip every day, and if you go on my website you kind of understand it more, but really I don't want to go into details, because we spend so much time explaining what we're doing instead of just doing it. And looking for this validation. And like I said yesterday about the flies on the cow's face, why it's not disturbed, and I was comparing it to the distractions we receive, but obviously I can't zoom in enough. And then the cow can move and the flies can fly away, and you shouldn't really worry about it. I just said it, and you can use your imagination to picture it further, even though I'm using a visual. But that again, it's not my focus of this content. I'm just going to see how I can remember this beautiful day and take the bull by the horns and just... He's castrated, heifer, that big white one. Okay, I'm going. I'm not looking for anatomy. There's lots of other things to look at here now. I'm not a scientist, biologist. Look at that ground and he is like incredible if you're bored. I don't know. Can you tell me what these things are? Maybe videos on it. That's what I mean. I'm reaching out to people with these videos, and I'm just randomly shooting to the stars. And even though I don't have stars there, they're there. You just can't see them, and that's... Some people are lucky and they have their... Like, you can see them stars if you have a radio telescope. But not all of us have that, and it's like these videos. I'm here in Germany, and to make these videos more visually appealing, I can edit them, but honestly, I could just record this video. Okay, I have a 30 minutes. Stick to my 30-minute video a day plan for the moment, code, and I could send them on to my production team. But my production team is me, and my resources are to do that production are in Ireland. And that's my desktop and stuff, and you can't just really work on your YouTube. While you can make videos like this with your phone, you kind of want a laptop or a desktop. Look, I'm here and now, as I said yesterday, chaos. Graffiti, but this is nice graffiti. Someone had a beer there yesterday because I was here last night as well, walking. The little secret is patience. I think it's called survival or something like that. Like, I don't think in that depth to actually translate that. And you see, the first bit, and some Uben above, that's where these translation experts come in. Like, I don't speak that kind of German. I speak. Ja, die Bus kommt jetzt. Ich muss weg. Ein bisschen Geduld und yeah. That's the kind of German I speak. Just practical stuff. And then they have that's kind of a Bible passage or philosophy or something. I think the K23 means Kings 23. You see, I'm not that educated in the Bible, but it is good for people and brings you happiness and peace in your life. Read it. Don't be listening to these people don't believe in God, like, you can not believe, choose not to believe, but like, why should you shove it down someone else's throat? And then you can say you're contradicting yourself, because these believers, they push it down each other's throat. That's because other people's throat, but it's because it does help you go through life. And I don't care what you think. I'm not a Jehovah's Witness or something. I have some Catholic practices, but I'm not a practicing Catholic. Yeah. But like, some of those things do help me. They help me find peace. And yours might be mindfulness or whatever, another religion. I'm not here to debate that. I'm not here. There's no debating anything, because I'm just putting up these unstable videos and ranting. Fuck. So, see, them two people, they just looked at me, and I don't know if they're being rude. That you probably see me with a video camera, and they don't know what I'm doing. They're probably anxious or just join. But for me, you're out in this country, you meet someone, just say hello. It's a beautiful day. Like, imagine meeting him on a wet day and walking in a big city if they don't say hello. You're someone else now, so I can't show you this direction. See? That's what it is. So, another guy just looking at me. What's he doing? Don't look at me again, I'll show you on my YouTube. I never wanted to get that angry about it. But he's probably just curious, what's he doing? But yeah, I'm coming up to the last few minutes. There's a stream here. Instead of a live stream, listen to a live stream. What about listening to that stream? I think I'll have it there now. I'm going to record that for you. Do you want it in as an audio? Just listen to a stream going by, and look how small that is towards the rest of what I'm around here. And okay, there's lots of trees and things, but you could be compacted in, and it's just focusing on a little thing like that. And I know there's trucks going by in the background, but just listening to the water. And this is what we do. We listen to them trucks passing and watch out for these people cycling to say it's a road, or watch out for cars and things. And just getting in there and listen to that, and the birds singing, and not mindfulness guru or anything. Again, if that little clip helps you explain something in one of your videos, attribute it and say thanks. You're not going to steal my stuff. There's no stealing about it. You don't have to directly attribute it in that way. You can just put a link on your article or link to one of my other things. And it doesn't have to be direct attribution. I won't be taking you to court over it. But you don't just grab my whole video and say it's yours. That's what I mean. Just use a clip out of it. It's not a problem. Just mention me somewhere else. Tweet, or what do you call it on X now? Anyway, I think we're getting too deep there now. I said X instead of... I'm starting to say X instead of Twitter. Because that's what happens with our language. Like, all these words just change. Just leave you with that thought. These words change, and there's new words for the same thing. And a couple of years ago, when I was living here, the parents had difficulty helping their kids with homework because the spelling had changed. And that's German for you. It's a lot more complex than English. So, and there is people in Germany that litter. Like, this is Germany. You have Berlin and Frankfurt and Cologne, other places like that, and they're not really Germany anymore. They're globalist, seeing cities, and it's not really that country you're visiting. There's some things about it, but do they really keep the countryside of it going? I don't know. Cologne is TV land. It's traditionally TV land. Frankfurt's bank land, where all the banks are. You know, and Berlin's the political. And anyway, I don't know why Bonn is. That was the capital of Western Germany. I haven't been to the east. I was near it once a few years ago, but I had to work. So I didn't get to enjoy it. And it's just like go somewhere there and come back. But anyway, I'll just say goodbye and get into houses and enjoy your day. Thank you.